All right, all right, all right. What's going on, everybody? What's going on, everybody? We got a little lucky today. We're gonna be able to. We're gonna be able to claim a daily reward. Let me double check real quick though on the stream before we get things started. I'm gonna go over to the Emporium while we get this going. Let's see. Looks like we got some. Looks like we got a good connection, guys. All right, all right, all right. Yeah, there we go. So we're gonna get a claim the daily reward already, and today's the good one. Today's the good one. Let's wait. Let's wait a little bit. Let's wait a little bit before we jump on in. So it looks like we are gonna have to hold off right now on. We're gonna have to hold off right now in terms of some of the moves we wanted to make, but let's just take a quick look at the market while we get some people jumping on in here. You know what? Let's get some music going. Oh, we just got our first follow. Ruthless. What's going on? Thank you for jumping in. Welcome to the strike team. Let me get some music going for right now. Let's see. There we go. Get a little started. So we're just doing a quick recap. We'll get some people to jump in the stream real fast. I want to take a look at the market, see what's been happening today. So this is what I just came up to. I went ahead and I just sold a Billy Boo. So that's going to be the thing we're going to talk about for a little bit. You've been buying Billy Boos? Well, you might have just been the one that took one from me. It might have just happened because this bad boy just got moved. But let's take a quick look because I just logged in and I just saw that. So let's see what's interesting. Someone's farming up some eels. Quantity's coming down though, so they might have leveled up to go on to the next thing. Amulet keeps going up. That's nice. Players are really valuing that 5% protection. It costs a blockchain item, so it's going to be expensive. What else we got? Little stuff. Oh, you know what? Let's just go down the rarity classes and let's just sort by price here. Okay. We got some things going on. Nothing really changing in the uncommon class that I'm noticing. Everything looks pretty much the same unless you guys are seeing something else. Riot Productions is in the house. What's going on, brother? Thank you for jumping on in. So we're just doing a little recap before we get into it today. But yeah, commons look normal. Let's go up to uncommons. Take a quick look at the market. Sorted by price. Sorry about that, guys. On your eyes. Yeah. Okay. Scissors are hanging in there. A lot of movement on the scissors. A lot of movement. Even more on the axes. Pickaxes. Okay. I see. Potions are up. Still farming. Someone's still farming. Are they able to turn it into a profit? Not right now. Nope. They still can't turn it into a profit yet. So they're just being used by players, and they're selling because they want to keep farming. Let's see what we got. Everything looks good here. Let's see. 5 Mark of the Covens. Good amount of nests. Okay. Nothing too interesting. If you guys want to call me out on one. So 2 slices of life. Okay, that's a good one. So obviously I just sold my Billy Boo and then someone else bought another one for 76k. Puzzle pieces are still going strong, good volume. So the farming is continuing. I started pulling off the puzzle pieces. I've been accumulating a little bit more gold, but that might change right now. Let's see what else we got. Going to the legendary class now. Not a lot of movement here, so we're okay. Okay, good. Just a general recap. Not too much selling. Pendant crystals are coming down. Okay. Let's get this done. So, okay. Here's what we got to do first of all. We got to claim this reward. We got to get this. You guys are gonna love it. Like, you know what? Let me turn down the music real quick. Let's get this music down. Now we gone down on the music. You ready to claim this reward, guys? The day 5 executioner. Dude, just listen to it. It's beauty to my ears. Ready? I bet you're going to be seeing bounty bucks over 100K within a week. Oh, yeah, definitely. By tomorrow, I'll be breaking the 100K on the first one that comes out. We'll make it happen. But here we go. Here we go. Here we go. The executioner. Oh. Yes, loved it, loved it. Well done, well done. All right, let's get the music going again. Here we go. I think that's all right on the sound settings. Let me see how I think that's okay. Let me know what you guys think. But bounty bucks too, yeah, man. Bounty bucks are still in demand, my friend. People are starting to buy and sell these items. They're starting to what's the words I'm looking for? Be able to turn those bounty bucks into gold because they're starting to purchase them and sell them on the Emporium. I mean, it just barely got it started. Only maybe 1 or 2 players. But as the game progresses, bounty bucks are gonna be valuable. Okay. So what are we gonna do right now? Okay, so we're going into Mount Olkep for right now. No, you know, we're gonna go into Olkep Caverns. I don't get too many advantages when I get a chance to play. Death Traps is in the house. What's going on, my friend? I'm doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. Able to get a midweek stream in. Got a little lucky with the work. But yeah, since we got both the Miner's Hat and the Fisherman's Friend, it's one of the few XP advantages I have against other players because you guys are madmen grinding as hard as you're grinding. So I got to take my little advantage wherever I can get it, even if it's only for an hour or 2. All right, we got to turn down some of that sound effects real quick. Now that we got the Executioner. Okay, give me a second. There we go. We're good. So how you guys been? Everyone been doing all right? Had a little bit of a... I had a good past day or 2 in terms of work. I've knocked out a whole bunch of work. I know there's still ridiculous amount that needs to get done, but I just feel like I can breathe a little bit. Plus, the IRS just gave out a big update. They just let U.S. taxpayers know that the deadline for filing extensions has been pushed back. Again, giving a little bit more breathing room. Let's see. Ruthless. What's my opinion on the Easter event coming up? Do you assume that with Cliff having his hands full, that we will reuse the elemental egg currency from last year? Well, thank you for that. I did not know that the elemental egg were currencies from last year. I have not been in this game long enough, if you can believe that. I started playing this game in August of 2020, so I've been here since the major update happened. I got very fortunate that I was one of those players. And in terms of my timing, so I've been grinding since then. Took a month or 2 off in November and December, mostly to spend time with family. I did play, I just did not grind. You know what I mean? I did play, I did log in, but I was mostly playing the gold markets because that's what I had time to do. That's how I got some of the position I'm in right now a little bit. But thinking about what you were saying, you know what? Let me get a little. Oh, this is good. We should be fine. With the fact that the Easter event's coming up, things are gonna be interesting. Things are gonna be very interesting. One of the reasons why I sold the Billy Boo right now was because of the fact that I wanted to prepare for this coming Easter event. I don't want to hold the kind of gold position that other players are holding because, I mean, I like to play the opposite side of the coin in this event because I made the early decision to grind for the Gogums. So now players are going into the market holding a lot of gold for this next event. I don't have that big of a position in gold, liquid gold. You know, I can always sell some of my items if I need to, which is one of the reasons why I sold this Billy Boo. I wanted to get up to a semi-decent level to be able to make moves in this Easter event if it requires it, you know? That's what I've been doing. So had a discussion with a couple guys a little bit earlier, and PT was letting me know his opinion and what he thought the Billy Boos were going to be worth. And he kind of expected that they were going to be significantly higher than here, especially once the game blows up. My thing is that I think that's true. I think I might get a few more opportunities to buy Billy Boo. You know, if I could take it back, would I? And I think it's close. But I'm not sure. I mean, my main thing is I just bought 3 of them at about 18, 19,000. No, actually, one of them was at 18, and then I bought 2 at 30,000 gold. So, you know, I'm taking a double amount of gold investment here. Plus, I got a little bit of a safety net heading into the Easter event if I need it. Plus, if the Easter event does acquire gold, like, I think there's going to be a lot of volatility. Like, I think a lot of people are going to be selling a lot of their items because they want the gold that they're not ready for. And if that's the case, I have some gold to invest in some items there. Maybe I can pick up the Billy Boo cheaper. Who knows? But I did just sell it, and then apparently someone sold 1 or 2 after me, and it's continuing to go up. You know, can it be more than a slice of life at this point in time in the game? I don't think so. If the slice of life is going for 120, you know, you can make the argument that slice of life is going to keep going back up, but we'll see. Let's go into the chat real quick. Vanguard just jumped in. Today I bought the Gogum pet. What was your price prediction for the pet in engine? That's really hard because the pets right now are definitely undiscovered in terms of their price. I think the closest thing you can come to evaluate is like the Void Goat here, but the Void Goat that I have, like, you know, it's a transcendent item that's going for higher engine. Not a lot of players are affording it at this point in time, so I don't know if it's a fair comparison for the moment. But I really don't know. What I do know is that I think that the Gogum can become the mascot of Lost Relics, mostly because of the relationship it had with a lot of the other players before. You know, if you're a newer player, the way there was a daily check-in. So you're like, now we have our daily reward system. This system replaced the old system, which was a stone statue that would randomly appear every 24 hours on the hub world in Talmuth. And when you found the statue, it was a statue of a gargoyle. When you found the statue, you'd click it and you'd get like 100 gold, 200 gold. Like, that was your daily reward bonus, right? So like, a lot of players are used to, like, I mean, there was Telegram groups that were started to be like, hey, where's the gargoyle today? So that I don't have to go looking around the map. Like, just post a picture once you find it. You know, stuff like that. So there's a lot of people that are going to remember the gargoyle, especially like right before it blew up. The game blew up, or is blowing up, I should say. So yeah, I think it could be very popular. I think it could be the multiverse item that represents Lost Relics. There's only 1,000 of them. But, you know, if that's the case, then you can see how you could be asking for a good amount of enge, right? Slice of Life and Billy Blue are highly undervalued. You're right, though. Better to have liquid gold coming into the new event. Yeah, but I don't know, man. I really don't know what to do right now. I understand the reasoning about how they can go up in value, like comparing them to like Lost Relics. I mean, comparing them to RuneScape type of items. You know, the items that came out near the beginning of the game were going for the most gold, even till today. So like, if you put your early game gold in there, it should be going up in value, right? Breezy's in the house. He's jumped on in. But if it is going up in value, maybe that's why I made a mistake right now selling the Billy Boo. I did double my gold already, which you could say is something, but you could also say is a lot of nothing, right? I don't know. It's a really tough one. I really don't know what to do right now in the game. I know what my short-term goals are, but I don't know what my goals should be going into the Easter event, which is what I guess my thing is that I've experienced 2 events already in this new free-to-play update part of the game's history, and I didn't know what to expect because I was a new player going into both. I think I do know what to expect now, but the problem is that if I'm wrong, I could miss out on a lot of opportunities right now. Like, do you take the... I think some of these are safe investments in gold-wise. Let's jump in with the chat real quick. Let's see. The Gogum pet, the original pet, the Gogum potential there. Yeah, there is a lot of potential. Dude, that bow's sick, right? The Spitfire. I love it, man. I love it. What bow is that? Sorry, I had to step away for a minute. Oh, this bow is the Spitfire. Why are my... Oh, okay, it is popping up. Why is engine not popping up on here? But oh well. Yeah, the Spitfire, and right now I'm using the Reckoning. I'm like my short-term goals, or at least the reason why I'm doing this right now. I'm playing Odinspire. I'm playing Olkef Caverns because it's the only place on the map where I can farm both fishing and mining, which I'm getting bonuses right now. Every other rock I get 15% XP, extra XP for both, and every other fishing pool, same thing. So I'm trying to take advantage of that, but the problem is that that's the short-term goal. I'm just trying to figure out what the long-term goal is. Like, I'm not sure if the Easter... Were the elemental eggs actually currency in the other Easter event? I don't think... It doesn't make a lot of sense for what from the events that I've seen in the past, but that was like an old patch, right? That was a completely old patch. That was before the update. Before the free-to-play major change. So I expect Easter to be different, and I expect Easter to kind of follow what Halloween and Christmas did, with its added twist. And the added twist is what I don't know. Like, and that's the reason why I sold the Billy Boos, because I'd rather have 75 extra K right now, so that I don't have to worry about that. You know what I mean? Oh, here are my skills. Oh, show you the skills really quick, guys. I've done some pretty good leveling over the past week. Finally, I'm able to equip the blue divine gloves. So now I want to get the blue fishing rod equipped, the bamboo fishing rod. That's the next thing on the goal. That's why we're doing this right now. Let's see. What popped up when you were exiting the dungeon? You missed it. Oh, I'll show you right now. The lady, you talking about Gabriella? Is it Gabriella is her name? You get her as a champion's reward at level 50. I think that's what you're talking about. I'll show you right now. How the heck did you get the Spitfire? Oh, someone is spending some money. Yeah, bro. I mean, if you haven't seen my loadout, if you haven't seen my stash, I guess you'll see it now. But yeah, I mean, I am invested in this game. I would say out of all the engine that I currently have in NFT value, first off, I assume like the way I do my calculations for planning into the future is I assume that whatever my stash says, 50% of that at this point in time is the actual fair market value. So a 50% haircut. It's the first thing I assume. Second thing is that out of all of that, all of that engine, I would say about 80% of it is investment. So I invested into the game, buying the item at one point in time or another. So obviously selectively choosing the right buying price so that I can, make the most type of return. But the other 20 to 15% is farmed from the game. So like I've hit. I always want to go double check because I always forget. But somewhere between 3 and 4. I'm not sure if it was 3 or 4 mythicals. Because I know for sure I hit the Dividing Supremacy. I know I hit the Stone of Inflection. And I think I hit the Zilborg two-handed axe, but I also purchased quite a few of those, so my memory's a little shoddy. I would have to double check. I'd have to go through the wallet history and stuff like that, and the in-game history. Well, no, there is no in-game history. I'd have to go through the wallet history because I withdrew the mythicals and the transcendent, the mythicals and the legendaries that I had at one point in time, which included those transfers. Because I haven't hit a mythical since then, I don't think. Or maybe I did. I think I did. I'll have to double check my wallet. But yeah, no, I'm definitely invested in the game. I believe the game has an extremely bright future. Like, I don't think it's unrealistic for us to hit 25,000 players, monthly players, in the next 3 months, 3 to 6 months, and 100,000 by the end of the year, assuming normal, easy transitions onto JumpNet and Infinity. Of course, nothing is ever easy, but I just think that the word is spreading enough. Like, right now is dead time, guys. Like, right now is the time in between patches, and this is the time where there's very little blockchain items available. Most players are grinding for XP, getting ready for the next event, and you have a big drop off on players. And I keep looking at these online numbers, and they're not dropping off. You know, I think the fact that we've been hitting Transcendence and Mythicals these past 3-4 days, in terms of the whole player population, I think it's really good. I think that's what's keeping a lot of players involved. But I think right now we should be experiencing drop off, in my opinion, and we haven't really had it yet. We've had a little bit. You know, I remember we were in the 800s and now we're in the 600s, but I really thought we were going to be going down to like the 200s to 300s, and I haven't seen that yet. You know, so that's kind of surprising me, especially when Cliff is saying that he's hoping to bring a new patch next week. You know, because anyone that's going to drop off and they hear that, they're going to say, well, maybe I should play for one more week. Maybe the XP that I could get in this next week will mean that I could get more blockchain items than the newest players that come on in, stuff like that. You know what I mean? So Death Traps comes in. That sounds super high. I hope I'm wrong, but that sounds extremely high. The amount of players being extremely high. Well, I mean, let's take a quick look. I mean, hold on. Let me see if I can get this set up right. It's dang, I don't think it's gonna work. I'm gonna try. Yeah, it's not gonna work. I wanted to get my screen capture up so I can show you my. No, not gonna work. Sorry, guys. I wanted to show you a browser, but I can't. I have to set that up before I go live, and I don't want to shut down the stream. So yeah, I mean, I think we hit 13,000 monthly players. We might have blown past that already by like 200-300. I think that already happened. On top of that, we're still having 600 plus, you know, concurrent. And the amount of money that's going through the Royal Emporium is staying consistent, which is telling me that the players are being active. I mean, go look at the amount of power pendants that are being sold, you know? It could be a couple people or a person that just comes in and they bought 100 power pendants to sell, and because they want to have 1 million gold when they go to the next game. I mean, to the Easter update. It could be that. It could also be that players are like, oh, I just ran out of my pendant. Like, now's the time to cycle, right? PvP and arena play are going to fuel the game like crazy. I expect the Founders tokens are great investments as well, says Ruthless. Yeah, I think you're completely right. I think the community's been talking about this because founders tokens have been going left and right now. Like, you know, they've been going up in value, down in value. Like, they've been very liquid, which is compared to normal, which is great. And I think players are trying to make those decisions too. Let's see. I have not got crap in a week, but you're still playing? Exactly. PvE is going to be huge. Yeah, never mind. I thought you meant active. No. Yeah, no. Monthly. I was talking monthly. I don't know what active would be in that scenario, but if we have 600 now and we're at 3,000, so what's that, like, divide by 5-ish? So let's double it. Let's go 10 times. So if we have 100,000 players, we could have 10,000 people online concurrent. Think that's crazy? I don't know. I really don't know that part. That's just me completely guessing. Yeah. I got you. We're already out of inventory space. This dungeon has been plentiful. Full of nothing. Just kidding. I think we gotta... Let's see. What are we talking about now? Let's see. Today I made a little investment. I bought the Inferno Harvester Pumpkins Relics for a 19k engine. You got the Inferno? The mythical? Okay, hold on. That... What can I tell you, bro? That's a steal. That's a great that's a hell of an investment. Hell of an investment, bro. Telling you right now. The thing is that, like, I think these items are going to be valued based on player progression. Like, what does a beginning player need day 1? And those are the things that are expensive. And then what do they need day 30? And those are the things that are expensive. And then what do they need day 90? And then 180, and then 1 year, 2 years, you know, that type of way to value them. So if that's the case, then, you know, what do they need day 1? They need a weapon. What do they need day 7? They need relics. What do they need day 30? They probably need something that can earn them gold. Something not to flip, I don't know, something to earn them gold, like, or earn them XP. Right? Am I just going nuts, guys? Yeah, that's wicked. That's a great investment, bro. Yes, I'd be scared that I'd buy stuff like that and then new items would be added, making you're making yours obsolete, or at least not worth what I paid. Yep, that's a risk. I mean, that's a definite risk. Why? I think those are possible. Why am I not as scared, I guess, as you may be? Is because the one thing that this game has to offer compared to any other video game is the blockchain. The blockchain is just a digital ledger, right? It's the newest, like... So I'm a certified public accountant, and this might go over a lot of people's heads, but it's literally a triple entry accounting system, which keeps track of everything around the world sequentially, in a history that cannot be changed and can always be trusted. So that's what this game has that is unique, that can make it become the RuneScape of its generation. Okay? So knowing that, and knowing that the developer knows that, and that the developer wants to do anything he possibly can to take advantage of this system, that's why we're experimenting in this space. I'm not going to go back. I should, but I'm not. That's what makes me believe that these items won't be as affected as you think when it comes to the minting of new items. Because these items are intended to hold value so that this game so that it can have a real world economy. You know? So it doesn't mean that it can't happen. I just think that if and when it happens, it will be highly scrutinized. And if it's highly scrutinized, then it's probably going to be what the best outcome for the game should be. How do you see the engine price items changing with the gas fees problem when the fees problem is solved? Okay, let's go jump into that. That's a gamer guy. Thank you for jumping in the stream. Hey guys, if you're a new streamer, do me a favor, hit that follow button. I really do expect Lost Relics taking off, and I'm trying to build something here for the future. So help me out on that end. Also, if you can do me a favor and jump into the YouTube, I'm Strike Team Games on YouTube, just like Twitch. And follow, sub there. I actually just hit the 100 subscription today, so we broke 100. But going back to your question about the price of engine and gas fees, it's a very complicated answer. And my answer is my opinion, but the truth of the matter is my answer is you guys aren't gonna. A lot of people aren't gonna understand my answer. So I'm gonna just try to explain what I think is gonna happen, and then you make your own answer, right? And I'll let you know my answer at the end. I think JumpNet's gonna launch, and is gonna live up to its promise: gas fee transactions. I think once it's ready and implemented into Lost Relics, I think Cliff will start to mint new items, and I think only those items that get minted will be able to be transacted freely without gas. I think all the old items that we have right now, everything that's on an engine, on Ethereum, I think we are going to have to continue to pay gas fees on these unless you pay the gas fee to move them into JumpNet. I think because JumpNet is a much more... because JumpNet is its own blockchain, it has a different level of security that to protect items than Ethereum does. Why does it have less security? Because it's trading security for scalability. So you're solving the gas problem, but you're just moving the problem. You're moving your money from one pocket into the other. You did not make more money or lose money. You just moved it from your right pocket into your left pocket. You just shifted your problem. The question is whether or not that shift made the next problem to solve easier. But I'm sorry, going back to it. So that means in order to get your items into JumpNet, you're gonna have to pay gas fees. I think it will be worth it for a lot of players to go ahead and move them in. I think that worth will be displayed over time. So like day one, I think if you're one of these players that has accumulated items, you're going to have to do the following steps. These are complete guesses. I don't know because I'm speculating on what'll happen. I'm guessing Cliff will probably reopen transfer crystals and let you move your items out of your game wallet into your Ethereum engine wallet, not into JumpNet. Because if it was into JumpNet, then... well... no, it has to be to your personal wallet, I think. It has to be to your personal wallet because then you would be paying a fee to move it from your in-game wallet to your in-game wallet, which doesn't make a lot of sense. Because then Cliff would have to bear that burden. I don't know. Oh, dang, it gets hard. But okay, my point is that I think these old items are going to come onto JumpNet over time. And I think it's going to be slow because it has to be worth it for the players to move them. I do think it will be worth it, but like because of gas fees, you know how it can be. So you transfer your items out of the game, and then you probably are going to move them onto JumpNet. Any new items you get will be on JumpNet already, and then those you will be able to transact freely. So I think you could see a world where the lower value items go to JumpNet because the blockchain of JumpNet is proof of authority, which means that you're giving control of the blockchain to a single or group of sources, an authority, whoever. That'll probably be Engine and maybe some developers if we're lucky, which I'm okay with trusting. That's why I think a JumpNet will be a success. I'm just more worried about the bugs and rollouts than the idea. Yeah. that's my little synopsis of how I think JumpNet's going to work. So because of that, now the question is, going back, what do you think is going to happen to the price of engine of these items with the gas fee issue being solved? So the solution is this whole complicated world in which you still have to pay gas fees, but it still might be worth it to pay the fees. So what is the value of engine going to do? I think the items that are on JumpNet might get a spike in engine prices because those immediately don't have to pay fees and people know that. Cliff might want to like shift some of the importance into the game onto those items so that the overall game can benefit from the increased scalability. I think some of the old items that you still have to pay gas fees might drop in engine because people know that you'll still have gas fees. And then I think a very smart few will be able to understand the ones that are worth moving over right now and paying the fees and buy those up into weakness. But just depending on how many of those people there are, if there's a lot of new players rather than the old players, or a lot of free-to-play players and investors, thank you for the follow, Gamer Guy. Welcome to the Strike Team. But if there's a lot more of there's a lot more of the free-to-play players, then they may overwhelm the opinions of the whole market, and the new reality may be that everything falls in engine value. I don't believe that will be the case. I think that will affect lower items bigger than higher items, and that's why I've been buying my major investments as engine, has gone up in value. I bought 10,000 engine when engine was at, most of my items that I got in the game, I got like around the 17-cent mark for engine. I bought around 10K of engine at the 30 cents, then another 10K at 70 cents. No, at 50 cents. Oh no, that's not right. No, I bought about 2K at 30, I bought 10K at 50, and I bought 10K at 70. And what I did with those is I invested them back in to the higher tier blockchain items, so mostly Transcendent and Mythical class, expecting engine price appreciation. So, I like to be forward because if I'm giving you my opinion, I like to be open because I think what's important is the discussion. Some players were asking me earlier, like, why are you turning in like expensive blockchain items like worth engine into the bounty system to get bounty bucks? And the reason why is because I don't think it matters like what items I hold at the end of the day. I think what matters is how big this economy grows, because if you're participating in the economy, you're going to benefit. The ones that are investing will benefit more, but it's a digital economy, guys. Like, we're talking about NFTs, millions of dollars of paintings of digital artwork are being sold, and those are one-off scarce pieces of art. But these are one-off scarce pieces of art because video gaming is art. Video game design is literally digital art. And on top of that, these grow with the economy of the game in which they're used. So they're like NFTs on steroids, in my opinion. But also the concept's just such a cool idea. I want to make sure that I have a position in this. Like, I'm starting my own company within the blockchain. How it grows and is shaped depends, honestly, probably on these next 6 months. So there we go. What do you think? So Vulgard came in and says, what do you think about the low supply legendary items? Do you think it's worth it to buy it or hodl? Which legendary items, virtual or blockchain? Or hell, both, right? Like, on the virtual side, it's harder. Like, that was the same discussion I was having about the Billy Boo, because I sold the Billy Boo, and with the profits, I could just buy the Billy Boo back if I think I made a mistake in a little bit, unless it skyrockets right now, which it could. But I could also use it to buy a Gogum, buy all the puzzle pieces, nearly all of them except maybe one, which I get in my daily reward anyway. My weekly reward, I should say. And oh, this is Gabriella. Who is this? This is Gabriella, right? What's it say the name? This is what yeah, Gabrielle. This is the reward I was saying for level 50. So you don't have to run back to your stash. You come to her, you pop it up, you deposit your items, you pay 5 gold per each item, and you just go right back into the dungeon. So farming is boom, 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 boom. So you got an advantage when blockchain items are dropping. That's why it pays to play during the dead times. You want to level up so that when the good times come, you want to be. It's like you start the inning with a runner on first base. It's like you just have an advantage against the defense. I'm talking baseball here. Sorry if you don't know, if you don't follow the sport. But yeah. So I think legendaries are at the point right now where very few players can get a hold of them. And I think once this Easter event comes out, they'll become the new mythicals where almost no one's getting legendaries. Maybe the Easter event and one more event, but I think they're great investments. Like right now, I'm investing on the so my investments over the past 2 months have been. I got 2 reckonings. I got this one that I'm using. I got 2 of these. I got 2 dark scourges. Then I got another 2 dark scourges. No, I got 1 dark scourge and 1 reckoning. Sorry, in the middle. Then I got 2 dark scourges and pumpkins. And during that whole time, I was trading founders tokens. I had 2. I'd trade it, make it part of a deal, trade it, see someone list it at a cheaper price, buy it back, include it in another trade for something else, see it at a cheaper price, buy it back, that kind of thing. But the problem was I didn't anticipate how the flipping. I just saw the deals and I took them. I didn't anticipate how big of a tax difference it was going to make for me. And I know a lot of you don't like paying taxes, but I am a certified public accountant, so I'm always recommending paying taxes. Because if you really do believe this game is going to blow up, you do not want to be one of the companies or one of the players that has financial issues and that forces them from stop playing the game or selling their items. You know. At least my point is that if I'm really starting a business in it, I'm taking it serious on all fronts, including taxes. So lucky you have 800 engine. Oh, nice. I'm just going to invest in your game company or whatever. Well, I mean, look, I don't know what it's going to be yet because going the for-profit route is obvious, but there's a lot of incentives to starting up a non-profit entity within the blockchain space. A lot of ways to be able to tax plan going into the future if I really believe this is going to blow up the way I think it is. So I've been having thoughts on both, and I'm trying to. I mean, honestly, the next steps that I need to be able to push forward is I need some help on the content creation side, mostly editing emotes, stuff like that, just to start documenting the process. Because I know for a fact, I have the finances ready for the investment, but right now is not the time because of how much insecurity there is on the JumpNet and Efinity launches. So I know I can't make a move right now because any move I make is going to be changed once I learn more, and I'm not in the position to learn more. I have to just kind of wait it out. But in the meantime, I can start building the shell, if you know what I mean. Can I explain my business? Well, I mean, there's different ideas. If you're going the for-profit route, you have to be able to provide a good or a service, right, to the community, right? So in this old world where gas fees were a problem, you can see ideas of okay, what does a gaming guild look like in which membership of the guild guarantees that players can have 1 or 2 gas transactions that the guild takes care of for them on for the month. So if you want to if you're part of the guild and you buy in, your membership is you're going to get gas fees covered for 2 to 4 transactions a month. Something like that. So and you continue to grow with the community as a guild member, right? Whatever that may mean. So there's things like that. There could also be one of the other problems is that NFTs are less liquid than other tokens, other cryptocurrencies, right? It's harder to sell your Void Goat. It's hard, or the Spitfire. It's harder to sell the Spitfire there than it is to sell Engine Token. If you want to sell Engine Token, you just take it to an exchange and you can sell it right now. To sell the Spitfire, it's going to take me time because I got to find a player that's interested with the engine. Then I have to like negotiate a price, and if we can't agree on a price, then we have to agree on a trade, and it can get timely, right? So like one of the issues is people want to move. They want to be able to get in and out of their positions in NFTs. So like a system where like as a clan member, which this is the one that I was the closest to going further with, but there's other taxes and legal issues that arise. But regardless, you could see a system where the guild, you know, has a guild fund, has its own account. It's like growing its own wealth for the guild members, and guild members would be able to loan their NFT to the guild. The guild will be able to provide them the engine that they need because they need engine right now. And should they choose to pay back the guild within a certain amount of time, they can pay it back with interest so that the guild can earn something for the future. If they don't pay it back, then the guild can keep the item and it can immediately be auctioned off to guild members so that they could have a piece at getting it on discount. The problem is that a lot of these systems require smart contract construction to pull off at scale, and because of how fees are all changing, that whatever that system will be will completely change once JumpNet's released in a couple weeks. So that's why that idea has to be on hold. I mean, I have played around with the idea of doing an NFT sale right now, to be able to raise funds to be able to proceed forward with that, but I don't know. I like the idea of being able to pitch, to be able to pitch the idea and implementation before a guild NFT gets sold, before I list up a guild NFT. Some players have been telling me like just to put it up because they're okay with